118 even at Hunterwasser.
That's the motel.
What motel?
That's where I lived.
Was it a nice place?
I guess so. Is this part of the test?
Warming you, that's all.
Oh, okay.
Please lay back down. Describe in simple words only the good things that come into your mind about your mother.
My mother? My mother? Let me tell you about my mother. You want to tell me why you're here?
I heard you're the best.
I'm going.
Rumor has it you close more deals than any other.
You expect our rumors to be true?
Would you have walked through that door if you weren't a bit curious as to what I seek?
You have my attention. Now what?
I have some questions. Are you a good person, Agent Winters?
I think.
And yet you closed on more deals in the past few months than any other agent in your sector?
I have a trusting face. I always have contingency. Oh, and Henry.
Yeah?
I have our appraiser come by your current house to see how much it's worth.
The state. The surge in deaths is putting a huge strain on funeral homes, crematoriums, and cemeteries, as William Denzler reports.
The mourning of a lost relative has become an all too familiar sight in New York, and the city's struggling to cope with the sheer volume of fatalities.
We're doing 4, 5, 6 funerals are coming in per day. It's madness. And it's all over. Some funeral homes aren't even answering their phones. The casket companies are putting it to their answering services. The churches are closed, and we can't even get a priest to a cemetery.
Temporary morgues have been set up in the city to help boost capacity. Families have 2 weeks to claim a deceased relative and work with a funeral director to transfer the body.
Through death of COVID-19, but me personally, it hasn't really affected me. I've been kind of taking my precautions as suggested and, just taking it day by day. I think I've had 5 or 6 deaths in a matter of 6 weeks. And basically I've been, because of the lack of attendance that can be at a funeral, we've been streaming them, which has been beneficial to the family itself, but it's still difficult dealing with, the amount of deaths in this short amount of time.
Believe in what you do, what you have, and you have to work on your craft, whatever it is. You got to work on it. I tell my students in NYU Graduate Film School that there's no such thing as an overnight success. It doesn't exist. You got to work, you got to work, you got to work. And another thing I like to say is that, in my experience, the people who are able to hurdle obstacles are the people that are doing it because this is what they want to do. This is what I love.
As far as a black filmmaker, me being black, I understand that not a lot of people of my color are able to be in this industry doing what I'm doing here. So it's very powerful for me to be able to see that I'm doing something that years ago people would have been surprised to see me doing.
They'll see me and they'll laugh. They'll see me and they'll say, she's not what we're looking for. Because no matter how hard I try, I'll always just be a black person.
Have you ever thought that you don't have to fit in just to feel pretty?
Right. And before you continue to talk, you're more than just another black girl. You're smart, you have a solution to every situation, and on top of that, you're my best friend.
You really think so? Yeah, the sky is full of stars and there's room for them all to shine. But they can't shine if you shoot them down before they can even reach the sky.
I guess you're right. There's so many things that make me, well, me.